Let's go. What's up, everybody? I'm hoping we'll have more people come through, but we'll see. Nothing we can do about that. Damn. Let's take a peek at what we're looking at as far as videos go. Alright, let's see. Alright. That one's 4 hours of retold. Oh, fuck no. They are tripping on that. Yo, again, I appreciate everybody that shows up for my lives. And don't forget, if y'all do like the content, definitely don't forget to hit this sub. It is free. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. And that way y'all get notified whenever I do go live and put out new content. I'm going to try to be putting out content on YouTube pretty much daily. And yeah, we'll be doing different stuff pretty much every single day. I'm not going to hold you the last few days. We've been doing scary shit, which has been fun. I've been enjoying it, so can't be like, oh, it's been nothing but bad. You know what I mean? Can't say that. Hold on 1 second, chat. Before we get started on this, I'm gonna go do something real fast. had to go get me a Red Bull. A Red Bull it is. Everybody's on Twitch. Not me.
It's worth mentioning that the following video features a doll, so if you plan on sleeping tonight, you'll probably want to skip this one. Now the video itself doesn't have much info. It seems to have been shot years ago, as the quality of the footage isn't exactly 4K. But it's what happens in the video that makes up for the lack of quality, for what's captured on camera is pretty unsettling. The video starts off with a child who seems very excited over the fact that the camera on which this video had been recorded is finally working after failing to turn on for a while. Enthused that the camera is now functioning, the child excitedly tells her mother about this while recording her. The child then goes on to tell their sister about this. However, it's what happens next that has left viewers of the video disturbed. Take a look. Behind the child's sister, the head of a doll that's placed on top of a dresser turns on its own. And it doesn't move just slightly, as though small vibrations had caused this, but rather turns its head almost completely
all the way around
before stopping to look at the camera directly at its lens. But even more unsettling is the fact that it turned its head after the child repeatedly asked his sister to turn around and look at the camera. Because of this, viewers find this video to be evidence of something paranormal. According to them, a certain entity attached to the doll's head had thought the child was calling out to them, when in fact, the child was actually calling out to their sister. Now of course, as with most videos, this is purely speculative. It isn't obvious as to what exactly had caused the doll's head to move, but as always, I'll let you come up with your own ideas. Had something paranormal been caught on camera, or was something else caught instead? Feel free to let me know what you think. Facebook users Juan and Nicole are a married couple who've been experiencing strange activity at home. It wasn't too long ago when the couple had posted a video of what many viewers consider to be the most active poltergeist activity caught on camera. Yet prior to this video, Juan and Nicole had a similar experience in a different house. And it's because of this previous encounter that many believe that the married couple are being followed by something. To be more specific, viewers believe that a malicious entity of some sort has been haunting the two wherever they go. Although it's not clear if the couple also believes this, they have no doubt in their mind that the following incident deals with something paranormal. According to the couple, they were watching a scary movie with a friend inside their living room when all of a sudden, strange things began to occur. It was after this incident that they looked over the footage caught by their security camera to make sense of what occurred that day. But it seems that watching this footage has only left them even more disturbed. Midway through the footage, the friend claims to have seen the stuffed bear on the couch move on its own. He points this out to the couple, who in response tells him that he's probably just seeing things. But then, after shrugging it off to being nothing, the following happens. This is what was caught.
What was caught?
No, mijo, esto tenemos que subirlo, esto tenemos que subirlo. Esto, mijo, uy, si es que hay alguien que sabe de estas cosas, que nos ayude.
Yo me quiero ir.
No. Mira, la sombra blanca, ¿sí la viste?
Sí, pero
no.
Ahí sí, ahí yo fue que ya comencé a sentirme mal.
¿Por qué?
Porque mira, a ver, eso yo sí lo vi claramente, así, de reojo.
Oye, ¿por qué se
Mira, sí,
¡Uy!
sí viste, eso sí, eso sí.
Uy, mira,
Yo no sabía por dónde ir. Te lo juro.
miren.
Yo no sabía qué era, yo pensaba que era...
Behind the couch
Damn.
where the friend had sat, a shadow-like
Thank God
figure
for
can be
that.
seen on camera for a split
Look at that
second
shit.
before quickly disappearing behind the sofa. Not sure as to what they'd seen, they began to look around for the mysterious figure, but then, as they search around, the strangest thing happens.
Es que estábamos con la luz del televisor,
Claro.
como que estuviéramos en el cine.
They're looking hard.
Yo digo,
Oh shit.
Ahí me tiraron, ahí me tiraron.
Damn.
De una salí corriendo.
That one's a fucking aggressive one right there.
Yo no aguanto un día, mira, se cayó
Uy,
un
no,
ahí.
no, no, no,
Yo no
no.
aguanto, yo no aguanto un día.
Pero,
más
uy,
acá.
mira, ¿sí ves la luz que pasa
Mira,
por ahí?
ahí, la puerta ahí como la tenía trancada. No podía-
Mira, siempre ve, uy, ¿sí ves?
Oh, and the bear.
del susto. ¿Sí es lo que me pasó del susto?
Uy, hasta el cuadro, Dios mío santo. Oye, pero ¿por qué se cayó todo?
No sé, ahí nosotros nos fuimos, nosotros nos vamos
Damn.
a quedar ahí.
This ghost is doing all sorts of shit.
Mira eso.
Cerraron la puerta. No sé si hay algo o alguien que
There's
nos
an
pueda
orb, too.
ayudar, pero te lo juro que yo ya no aguanto.
Damn.
Mira, ahí están las luces.
All of a sudden, things inside the living room began to move on their own. It was at this moment that they fled out of the house due to the dangerous activity that was happening inside. What
That's a
happened
lot.
then, after the door had closed on its own, has left them baffled.
La sangre de Cristo tiene poder.
Mira, mira la maleta, mira. Mira cómo la van arrastrando, mira
¿Por qué
cómo
no
se van
oraron,
arrastrando.
hermano? ¿Por qué no se pusieron a orar?
Cambiémonos de casa.
Tienen que
No,
orar.
es que eso ya...
No, eso de ley.
Yo, appreciate the 2
Uy, pero
likes.
ese peluche, Dios mío.
Mira, como que lo están jalando. ¿sí?
Let's
Se
go.
para de cabeza.
Hit the
que-
like and subscribe button if y'all enjoying the
Mira,
content.
¿sí viste lo que pasó aquí? ¿Sí viste?
Ahí pasa, ahí pasa.
Sí, mira.
Mira esa lucecita. Mira,
Yo no sé,
es como
quiero
que
ir.
fuera que algo
Yo,
pasa.
eso nosotros no lo vimos.
The
porque
bear's
estábamos
moving.
afuera.
Estábamos afuera.
Pero es como que algo pasa.
This one's got some wild stuff in it.
Mira, ahí va.
As stated before, viewers believe that something paranormal had occurred. But even more unsettling is the belief that something is haunting the married couple regardless of where they live. Until more footage is released by the couple, it seems that this belief will stay at that, just a belief. Although it's not clear as to what exactly was caught on camera, the video is still nonetheless pretty creepy.
Hey, they shut the door on the dude like they done some work.
The following photo was submitted by Taylor P.I., who writes, "Here's a photo that I found online. There's little to no information on the photo, except for a small caption that reads, 'A young man takes a photo behind an old building and gets photobombed by someone inside.' Even though the caption implies that a person had photobombed the picture, it looks nothing like a person. I don't know, but it seems more like a ghost than a human to me." Here's the photo that Taylor's referring to. Now, given that the caption states that the photo was taken in front of an old building, it might be the case that something other than a person had been caught in the photograph. But as always, what do you think? Could this be evidence of something paranormal? Or is this simply a random stranger inside the building who photobombed the picture? With very little information, it seems that this question will remain unanswered. What exactly had been caught in this photo? Facebook user Meg Wolfgang had posted
Let's
the
go.
following video in the hopes that someone could explain the strange occurrence that is seen in the footage. Meg was playing with her kittens when something pretty creepy was caught on camera. During the time of this recording, she didn't notice it. It was only after looking back at the footage that she realized that something unsettling was caught on camera. Meg writes, "I wanted to post this video I've had for quite a few years now and get others' opinions. In the video, which was recorded by myself in about 2008, maybe 2009 originally, there is a dresser not even half an inch raised off the ground, in which something reaches out from under, stealing the kitten's toy, and with audio on it that says what sounds like 'leave me' at the same time. When I originally recorded the video, I didn't hear or see anything. The following is the video she took." Beneath the dresser, there appears to be something hiding inside. It's hard to make out what this is, but according to Meg, she can't shake the thought of this being a physical manifestation of something supernatural. Given the strange motion of whatever this is, including its odd appearance, and the faint whispering that is heard in the background, most viewers agree with Meg that something supernatural had been captured. But, as with most videos, I'll let you come up with your own opinion. For now, Meg's video remains a mystery. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation,
I need to
you can
do
send
an
them over
email
to
so that way y'all can send me videos.
scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. The following video was taken by Jonathan Valink, who works at a factory at an undisclosed location. Although very little information is given on this video, it pretty much speaks for itself, as the footage shows that something eerie is happening inside this factory. Jonathan had been working the night shift alone inside a factory when the following incident took place. Along with this video, he writes, "In my night work schedule, I heard strange noises out of the ordinary. I took my cell phone out and I was able to capture the encounter with this presence." This is what he caught.
¿Quién anda ahí? Puta la escalera.
It is very crazy.
Escalera caída. Pucha. Aquí no hay nadie. ¿Quién anda ahí?
Oh shit. That's a bathroom.
Todo está acá. No hay nadie.
What the fuck just fell in there then?
Esto está raro. Muy raro.
That's wild.
It appears that someone had knocked over the ladder inside this room, which was initially standing upright, according to Jonathan. However, if he was the only person inside the factory, then who, or maybe even what, had knocked over the ladder? It isn't until minutes later that Jonathan finds out as to who, or better put, what, had knocked it over. Take a look.
Puta abajo. ¿Quién anda ahí?
Crazy.
No te tengo miedo. Uy, hijo de puta.
Y'all been saying the wrong shit.
No te tengo miedo.
Dude, I mean, I don't think he's thinking you are afraid of him, bro. Like,
An object below moves on its own right before Jonathan's eyes. Then, a second object gets thrown off from a flat surface as though someone had hit it with full force. Feeling more spooked than before,
Definitely
Jonathan
not
goes on to
playing.
state that he feels a certain ambience in the room, a heavy ambience that's making him feel uncomfortable and a little claustrophobic. He then proceeds to check out the floor below him where the objects had fallen.
Las cosas que se cayeron. La loción. Sea lo que sea, no te tengo miedo. Para nada te tengo miedo.
it's not worried about if you're scared of him or not, homie. I believe he's just letting you know he's there. That's that type of shit that the motherfuckers just are letting you know.
As always,
Our
what are your
cereal
thoughts on
milk is
this?
solid right
Had
now.
Jonathan caught something unexplainable on camera? Or had something else been captured?
Something else has definitely been captured, but
When it comes to baby monitors,
oh
those that
shit,
capture footage of something
that's
unexplainable are
terrifying.
perhaps the creepiest types of footages. Now, although this next segment isn't a video, but instead a photo that caught something on a baby monitor, it is still, without a doubt, pretty unsettling. Reddit user Lousy Mouse had posted the following image and writes, "My son was napping yesterday, and I looked at the monitor and saw this."
Definitely see something on the corner there. But I don't know if it's a pixelation or just, you know,
On the right side of
something
the screen,
from the
there appears to be
baby
a faint
camera at that
image
time.
of what seems to be a woman who's slightly hunched over. But even more creepy is that it looks as though she's watching over the sleeping child next to her. Naturally, the father was spooked upon seeing this. Others who've seen the photo were also creeped out and have commented that the baby monitor may have caught an actual person as opposed to an apparition, suggesting that a squatter might be living inside the father's house. Whether an actual person or not, the father hopes that whoever, or whatever this is, doesn't make another appearance, for the photo itself has already creeped him out enough.
It's definitely creepy as hell.
This next video shows a security guard working inside a hospital when something unexplainable is caught on camera. Jay Breezy, who's the security guard you see in this footage, has been working at this hospital for quite a while and has never encountered anything like this before. Needless to say, he was left shook when the following incident occurred right before his eyes. It was only after watching the footage caught by the CCTV camera inside the hospital that he came to realize that what had happened that day wasn't him just seeing things. Take a look at this footage and see what you think.
Look at I saw that shit. I saw that shit. See, I saw that shit. And I'm like, and then it disappeared over there by the desk. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna calm down. So I wanted to tell the camera, y'all see that shit? Y'all saw that shit, right? I'm telling CHA, did y'all see that? Okay.
Although very faint, we can see that Jay is reacting to something that is apparently there. Yeah,
It's definitely there.
Every time that Jay encounters something beyond explanation. On a different occasion, the supposed apparition had made an appearance once again. This time, however, Jay had reacted much differently than before, as he was feeling very uncomfortable.
Motherfucker decided to show itself again. See it? See it? It's faint though. I looked at it like, okay. I'm like, okay. So I hesitated, so I just threw something because I didn't know what to do. You know. But that time
He said I
came
threw
from
something
over my head though, for some reason. I don't know. But I was like, you know what?
It appears that whatever had paid a visit to Jay was making him feel very unsettled. Although throwing a book probably did nothing, it seems
didn't do
that doing
shit.
so didn't stop it from coming back, given that more strange occurrences had taken place inside the hospital days after this incident. In a different part of the hospital, something unusual was caught on camera. Take a look.
Look at that. There's no way that could have failed by, like, somebody didn't do that. Something did that by itself. How could a ceiling light fall on its own?
Oh, it
like
didn't.
that?
Wasn't on its own, the guy.
Now it could be that the light cover had fallen off due to not being screwed in properly. However, Jay is adamant that this incident was the result of poltergeist activity and perhaps caused by the ghost he had seen days before. Although it isn't clear as to what might have caused this, other incidents inside the hospital have convinced Jay that something paranormal is happening. A few days after this occurrence, while being on duty, the following happens.
Oh shit, man! Like this same dude. What up, man? God damn.
Look at that.
That motherfucker done seen something in the same
I'm
place
like,
like
oh
3
man,
different times, bro.
I wanted to follow it and feel. See, I'm trying to feel like follow the cold breeze. I saw it going towards the elevator.
Hey, bro. This is
So
how
I went
every
there.
horror story ends
There
right
was
here.
actually a cold breeze towards the elevator, then it just stopped. So I'm like, damn. So I'm like, okay. Then something touched me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Go
Something
touch that Mr.
touched me.
Clean Head right there, motherfucker.
I'm still trying to see, like, where is it at? Like,
They
it
ain't
vanished,
playing
so
with
how is
you.
it still touching me or something? I don't know. It's creepy.
Yo, Mink, how'd stream go last
I'm like,
night?
okay.
I had you tapped up all the way
It
till you
was
shut
this
off.
incident, among many others, that had Jay totally convinced that something was haunting the hospital. And it isn't just Jay who solely believes this, but his coworkers as well, for they too have seen something they couldn't explain. With all this evidence, most viewers can't help but think that the hospital is being haunted by something. But of course, it's not certain if that's the case. Jay, on the other hand, is sure that it is. So then, with that said, had something paranormal occurred inside this hospital? Or is there an explanation for the seemingly odd occurrence? Feel free to let me know what you think.
I ain't got nothing to let y'all
Thanks
know
for
on that.
watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Yeah, I done watched both of those ones, so we ain't watching none of that shit again. Hey, motherfucker. Man, fuck you. I'll just do that then. Go fucking play with me, motherfucker. Don't wanna work today. You gonna work today. Alright, guys. Make sure y'all hit that like, the fucking subscribe button, and the notification bell. You know, so y'all get notified when I go live. You turn that bitch on. Okay? You get that notification. Yeah. Definitely hit that like button, though. Shut the chat down for a minute. Hit the like button. Pull the chat back up. Takes 2 seconds. Appreciate y'all. We got 2 likes already. I ain't gonna hold you. The cereal milk's hitting the spot. Motherfucker slapping. Like some slapped ham. Ooh. Bizarre Buds has got a lot of shit. I don't want to look at what's caught on a Ring camera. I want disturbing shit. That one looks like it'd probably be solid.
A construction.
Alright, before we start this one, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that does show up and show out for your boy. Thank y'all so much. It means the world. And I hope y'all enjoying the content. Oh yeah. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta go pee really fast. Damn Red Bull goes through me. Makes me have to pee so damn bad. Yeah, I appreciate who's all still here. Shit is wild. Alright, let's do it. Oh, fuck.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse
Fuck
when
the
something
graveyard
very
shift,
strange
chat.
is caught on camera. This footage was posted by XAlien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. XAlien says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter. In a very short video, XAlien recounts the events of that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks. We got these real things right here. There you go. One of these. These things are heavy. Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was pushing it. When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
Now the scariest part about this story is that when the worker had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company. In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel. Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera. Eerily enough,
That's
the person
crazy.
who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears. According to the worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard, could it be that this
That's
worker had
wild.
encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee? Or might there be some logical explanation for this truly odd occurrence? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved.
That's a wild one. That's a good one, honestly. Because,
Now,
like,
the following video doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds. When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
Ne znam da li je moguće. Ne znam da li ste vidli. Ili mislim možda što sam sam ovde. Kao da mi se učinilo. Ne znam da li ste vidli, molim vas zavratite. Ništa se ne vidi.
what are we taking a look at?
Ništa ne vidim i dalje.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, chat. Could just be the way his camera is.
Učini mi se kao da je mrdnulo malo.
I don't know.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely. The man believes that these might have been angels or an entity of some sort, as he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant no harm. Yet when looking at the video through an infrared lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured. Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain?
I don't know. Can't really say if it was or wasn't, because this shit was just not the greatest
On December 31st
quality.
of 2022, 3 policemen were dispatched to a house after receiving a call from a neighbor who reported that loud, strange noises were coming from inside. The neighbor stated that they heard deep, guttural noises and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found. Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains. This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition
fucking
in
horrible.
a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022,
Fucking
a
cannibals.
20-year-old woman named Kamilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with a Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Kamilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room.
Okay, let's have a conversation about this. When and where do you ever have a good encounter with a fucking Ouija board? Okay, a Ouija board is a Ouija board. You do not play with it. It is not a game. That is not something you sit around and play with. I've did it. I've done it. I've been there, and some weird shit has happened, and I will never go back and do it again. Okay, so with that being said, I don't understand why people decide they're gonna go right for a Ouija board every single time. I don't get it. Makes no sense to me. You about to mess up a whole bunch of shit.
Something had gone terribly wrong. According
Happens
to her
every
friends,
time.
Kamilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw.
Oh Jesus!
This is what was caught.
This shit fucking. The policia is not having it either. Okay.
Jezu, jako to ona tak warczy? Ja pierdzielę.
Kurwa, tak?
No, totalnie.
Pierdolę, ja dostaję tylko 5000 zł, kurwa, tam. Idź tam do...
Uważaj.
Kamila.
What the fuck?
Ona jest nad nami u góry, od góry coś widzi.
Damian, byśmy się zamienili pozycjami, to może mógłbyśmy sami zrobić. Odsuń się i
Nie?
go łeb, kurwa, zastaw.
Drut ma jakiś.
Terrified by Kamilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So, as a final attempt to get her out, they head outside and place a ladder against the side of the room where she hides. This, however, did not go as expected.
misiu. Nie bardziej jak świnia, kurwa. Chodź. Chodź tu, kurwo.
Don't fucking growl at me, he says.
Chodź tu, Kamilka.
That chick is possessed, bro.
Kamilka, tu też cię widzę.
You need a whole ass priest.
Kamilka.
You need a priest, bro, because this is not working for you. Now you pissing that bitch off.
Kamilka, dziecko cię woła. Kamilka. Wiktoria cię woła.
The police tell Kamilka that her daughter Victoria's with them as an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again. After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again. Whether Kamilka was possessed or if she had a temporary psychosis remains a mystery.
Never mind. She's possessed, bro, okay? Like, chick is very possessed.
In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night, the family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange things have been happening. The maid, according to them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises. This is what was caught.
अच्छा रुको मैं भी हूँ
नहीं तुम बच्चे के साथ रहो नहीं तो वो डरेगा
Daddy, can I go?
नो मामा यू टेक केयर ऑफ मामी डैडी विल कम सून
Here we go. I mean, there just went an orb, so if you didn't see that, then you're cooked.
पूरा सामान गिरा हुआ है या
What the fuck?
इधर भी पूरा कवर गिरा हुआ है
Everything's knocked over in your house, dude.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house. But most chilling of all is the video of how it all happened, which was captured by the security camera inside their living room. Take a look.
It just opens and then they just start taking shit out. Yep. Holy fuck.
Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
Baby, are you awake? Baby.
This motherfucker constantly got shit happening in this house. Let's see what the ghost did this time. It's actually fairly clean. Is that fucking feet? That's terrifying.
Please stay outside, please.
Nah, it ain't outside, homie. But those fucking footsteps are loud as shit, dude.
Just scared me.
Similar to a previous incident experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps are heard running about without a trace. Now, given that the family has experienced this before, the family's not as scared or phased as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that. Only a few nights later, this was captured.
What the fuck happened? Can't see nothing. I'd like to be able to. He's shaking like no other. The fuck?
The father is seemingly pushed by an unseen force. He quickly falls over while seeming a bit disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only seconds later that he realizes that something had touched him. While the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon as they have to make certain arrangements before doing so. Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever
They
strange
stuck.
occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Marcos Garcia is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic. This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently. This vehicle, according to them, scares them. Although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments. But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car. Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
Oye, este weón se volvió loco. Estoy revisando por la cámara del taller de mi teléfono, estoy en mi casa. Y este
That's
está
crazy.
hablando solo. No cacho qué onda. De verdad que no cacho qué onda. No, está hablando solo. Le voy a preguntar por cámara qué está haciendo. A ver, vamos a preguntar. ¿Sabes que consígueme el teléfono con la Connie, porfa? ¿Pero con quién habla, weón?
It's crazy.
¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Con don Carlos, me está pasando el presupuesto y explicándole el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Se me está viendo el presupuesto, le estoy explicándole lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye, cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche?
Claro.
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
No, pues estoy con don Carlos aquí, pues. Le estoy explicándole todo.
Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, no, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo.
No puede ser, pues yo tengo que ir aquí al frente mío, pues.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos. Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo grabado. Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. Si no estás con nadie, Juan. Viejo, no, tengo grabado, vente por favor, vente.
Confused and
That's
slightly
crazy.
unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos
He
immediately
said
calls
they
him
all
to ask
dead.
what
They all
exactly
died
is
in a car
happening.
crash.
To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out, Carlos, the client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently. The question is though, how exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it be that the alleged spirit of Carlos had paid the mechanic a visit? Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this? Or is this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos, viewers believe that something supernatural was caught on camera.
Very well could have been.
Michelle A. and her small family live in a suburban home in Long Island, New York. Both she and her husband are happily raising 4 children while simultaneously running a traveling petting zoo. Although living a busy lifestyle, Michelle and her husband always make sure to prioritize the needs of their children. Given how much they care for their safety, they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom. One night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright spooky is caught on camera. Michelle says that her baby daughter typically sleeps through the night, and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother. But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch.
That's fucking creepy.
Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep. It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal. According to her, her daughter was seeing something that we couldn't. Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern. Who knows as to whether or not her daughter had actually seen something that night. But like always, let me know what you think.
That could be very well possible. Kids see shit that we don't.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Alright guys. I do appreciate everybody for being here. Don't forget, as always, definitely hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. So that way y'all get notifications for when I do go live and put more content out. I plan on putting more content out pretty much every single day. Which means that I will be putting another video out later on this evening. So, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a wonderful night. Oh, wonderful day. Yeah.